And just a little bit about me. My name is Athena Sai, and I am a multi-dimensional healer, if you can say. And I've been speaking light language now for a little over 2 years, I think. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my story with light language before we get into it. So I actually was really channeling things. I would do automatic writing. I'd get into a meditative state and I'd start just writing stuff. And one time I was doing that and my guides came forward and they're like, you need to go live and you need to share this. And I was like, what? Like, what am I supposed to share? And they just were like, you need to go live. My guides gave me a specific group to go live. It was the Woo Collective, specific group of 6,000 mystics to go live. And they're like, you just need to start speaking. And I was like, okay. And so I did. I actually ended up going live in this group. I had no idea what I was going to say. And I did 30 seconds of jibber jabber. But what that taught me was to trust in my guidance and to just show up. And through that video, someone reached out to me and she was like, I had this weird vision of somebody with a tattoo like this. And it was all these synchronicities that were lining up. And I ended up mentoring with her and she taught me more about light language. So it was just a really beautiful experience. And since then, I can't really shut up. So I'm also here because I really am here to anchor in sacred codes. I'm here to, my soul contract, one of my main soul contracts is to share the information about the blue rose codes. Of divine, beautiful beings who are here to anchor in to the Sacred Heart, and they do that with expression through creativity and dance and music and sound, and it's just a really beautiful way to connect. And so I'm here anchoring that energy in, and so I want to share it with you guys. And so not only are we working with divine love and divine wisdom when we're working with these codes, but we're also really elevating our hearts for all of humanity, as well as helping Gaia in her own ascension. So that's kind of the background of it. And I want to assist you guys who are called to open your hearts by expressing your soul language. Okay. So I'm going to let a couple more people in. You guys get settled in. Those of you that are just jumping on, grab a pen and paper, go ahead and mute yourself. And we'll have time to share later. So anyway, so I'm really here to help you guys to express your own soul language. Okay. Some people call it light language. Some people call it star language. Some people will call it your soul language. And I really resonate with the soul language because I feel like that's just part of who we are. So I believe that we actually all have the ability to tap into this. I really do. And I feel like you guys that have heard the call, you guys that have joined this call, you know, somewhere within you, like your heart's expanding, you're getting the goosebumps, like, you know, like when you saw this post, you're like, I have to do that. So something within your own internal guidance system was telling you, like, this is part of your journey. Let's explore this. Okay. So just know that this is a super safe, super compassionate place. There's no judgment here. We're all here to learn from each other. Right. And so, yeah, let's kind of dig into it a little bit. So with light language, I think it's really in our own cellular makeup. It's within our DNA, it's within our ancestors, right? And it's really our time to wake up this part within us and share it with the world, okay? And my intentions with this, like I said, are to awaken your soul memories, to help you to release self-doubt with expression. And so you can really tune into your heart to actually feel, to sense and know your truth, right? And I intend with this whole session today and with all my work, my intention is always to be in contact with the highest frequency of divine love, and to work with those beings who are here in that high frequency of divine love and divine wisdom, and they're here for the greatest good of all beings everywhere. And so it's always important that anytime you get into spiritual work to just set the intentions. What are your intentions? Who do you want to work with? What is it that your soul wants to express? So really having a good solid intention is so, so powerful. Okay, so I just want you guys to type in the comments who here is familiar with light language? Have you guys ever heard of it before? Have you experienced it? Just let me know kind of in the chats what you guys are experiencing as I let a couple more people in. A little mostly through you. Aha, I love it. I love it. Definitely new for me. Awesome. Familiar, beautiful, not very familiar, new to light language, and very interested in learning more. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. I've heard it and it's most beautiful, but don't know a lot. Yeah. I love that it feels when I hear it. Yes, absolutely. Definitely mostly from you. Well, welcome everybody. I love it. I love it. And so with light language, there's light codes and there's light language. So light codes oftentimes are like the energies. So I'm very clairvoyant, so I can see. So just use all your senses in today's class, okay? Use all of the senses. But with light codes, it's kind of like they can come down in shapes. So you might see sacred geometry or weird squiggly lines. Sometimes I know people who really can manipulate it, like, you know, sometimes you see me using my hands and that's very intuitive, but some people can actually see the shapes and they can actually move with it. Okay, so there's different ways, and the light language is more that you're coming out of, yeah, that's you, yeah, so you can see it, yeah. And so the light language is more of you using your voice, right? But there's other ways that we don't think about how we're bringing in light codes with our artwork. I know a lot of you guys are artists, right? You guys are artists. So your artwork, you're channeling, you're bringing information in, even if you're not consciously aware of it, like you're doodling or whatever, like you're bringing something forward, right? So that's a way of tuning in, right? And you're channeling that information. We do the same thing with light codes. You can also use sound, right? So you can use sound healing. You can start to like, you just get into this kind of like zone state where whatever needs to come through comes through. Okay, so I just want you to know that it can be different shapes and forms, and everybody has their own unique way of doing it. Okay, and so basically light codes are like these little packets of information. Okay, and this can be transmitted from one person to the next. Literally, you can heal with light codes. You can cleanse your space. You can cleanse your body. You, like I said, it comes in art, written language, movement, even, you know, dancing and moving your hips and just allowing yourself to be in this state of flow and bliss. That is a way that the light codes are coming through you. And again, I think that many of us have had past lives on the earth or from the stars, right? Where we have spoken light language before. And if you're here, it's probably the case. And we use it again to clear, to cleanse, to transmute, to heal, and to really share the information to those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear it. Okay. And it's just such a beautiful way to facilitate healing for other people. So even after today and you start getting it, or you're experiencing it and playing with it, like do it with your animals or your plants or like your children. Like plants, animals, kids are super receptive to this frequencies that we're bringing forward. So play around with it as much as you can, and don't ever like hesitate to just start blah 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 da, 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 making noises. Okay, that's how it starts. It's just literally walking around your house making noises. Like I probably did that for the first like month or two when I was learning and just trusting, right, to use my voice. Because how many of us throughout our lives were told to be quiet, we're told to hush, we didn't want to make a noise. We're like, you know, like I experienced that where I thought it was weird just to like exhale loudly. Like, I mean, I teach yoga. I've been teaching yoga, and I can't. It's amazing to see the people who come in and they're afraid to even hear their own breath, right? And so it's so powerful for us to be able to tune back into our expression and how powerful our breath is and how powerful our voice is and how it can literally shift the world. It shifts our world. It actually expands our awareness and our consciousness, and that's really what it's all about in this whole ascension process, is heightening our awareness of ourselves and how we can literally shift and create our own realities. So light language opens you up to all of it. It opens you up to these new frequencies, and you can use that, yes, to heal, and yes, to work with light beings and to pull things through and do all the cool stuff. But it's also a way for you to deepen into your own soul truth, to deepen into your own wisdom, and you start to trust yourself in a deeper way. And that's what I want you guys to kind of feel as we're moving through this class, is to let down the barriers, let down the guards that you may have had, and start to just speak, make noise, draw. You're all on mute, so you don't have to do it, you know, just open your throat and allow anything that wants to come out, okay? And I always think it's really interesting too, how you can watch someone doing light language or the mudras or, you know, whatever they're doing, and how you can feel it. Like your body, you're just like, what? I just did one, what was it, last week I did one, and I had like several people message me and said, I was in tears with that. And so it's amazing how powerful it can be, and everybody kind of gets what they need to, right? Everybody gets what they need to out of it. I have notes here so I don't miss anything. So let me go over them. Okay. So yeah. So also another thing is with that is we're human. We have egos. Our minds like to figure everything out, right? Like how many times, yeah, our minds are always like, what is that? What does that mean? What does this mean? But the important thing about light language to me is that our minds aren't always supposed to decipher it, right? It's emotional, it's spiritual, it's energetic, right? And if we think about it, it's the feminine path of communicating is like feeling and having that ability to receive, right? And then the masculine way is when we're starting to express it out to the world. So we're using duality, we're using and creating unity within our own selves when we work with light language, because we're feeling it, we're receiving it, and then we're expressing it, okay? And so, and some of you might, like during your journey, as you're experiencing this, you might actually get like messages like, this is Andrometer, this is Palladian, this is inner earth, this is your soul, right? Like this is Archangel Michael. Like you might start getting like actual beings or energies that you can start to tune into, which is awesome. That is great. But I really encourage you guys to not always focus on that solely, because it takes away from the true goal, which is to express it, to feel it, to heal, and really to expand our hearts, okay? So it's kind of like sometimes in spirituality, we all do this. I mean, I still do this. We kind of like to put things in a box because we want to understand ourselves, right? We want to put it in a box. We want to understand like, oh, this is what I'm doing. This is it. And that's good in a certain way. But if you get so stuck in this box, we forget that we can actually take the lid off and expand even more. So whether it's coming in and you know, and you feel, and you know what it means, also be able to be curious about more, right? About more. And then also when we're sharing this with other people, they like what Tony gets and what Beth gets from my light language might be completely different. So a lot of times I'll just do it, and like if something comes through, I might say it a little bit here and there, but a lot of times I'll just let it kind of flow, and however it needs to hit the person, it will. And it's kind of like, if you think about, like I always see like the DNA, and it's like little puzzle pieces, right? And if you think about it, that code is going to come in and it's going to unlock something, right? And you don't always have to be consciously aware of it. It just starts to happen on its own. So trusting in the process and understanding that it will help you to move things out of the body, and it'll help you to expand and grow is really important, okay? So yeah, try not to put it in a box, you know, like I said, and just really focus on the heart expansion and the feelings that you're getting, okay? And like I said, over time, you might even see that it evolves. I know people who speak light language in several different tongues, right? Some people in the old days, they said speaking in tongues, right? Some people call it soul language, star language, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, it can evolve on its own, and it might even start, you might start one way, and then like 6 months down the road, it's a completely different frequency, or it's a completely different tone. Also, what's really interesting to me is different celestial events. different times of the year, you might be able to pull into the energies of what's happening in out there, and you can even start to kind of tune into what's happening, and your language can change. Okay, so just be open to that, right? Be open to that. So if you draw light language, you probably have the ability to speak it as well. It just depends on everybody. And so again, if you guys are brand new to this, don't get upset if you can't do it tonight, right? If you're just like, it's okay. It can take practice. Another great tip is to look up light language videos like on YouTube and stuff like that. I listened to Meridian light language, and that's how I really started to get my energies going. So you can always listen to other people if they feel aligned to you, and that can also open up new things. Okay, so tonight we are going to, what to kind of expect with this is that we're going to be going through breath work. We're going to be opening up a little bit here. We're also going to be, let me mute that 1 second. Okay, we're also going to be grounding. We're going to be going on a vision quest, which is like a meditation where we will be working with different frequencies, pulling that in. We're going to tone as well. So we're going to be practicing, all right? So make sure you have a pen and paper with you, and a glass of water, because you might get a little scratchy. So before we go into that stuff, I do want to say too that there's other tools that you can use to help you get ready to actually speak. And again, like you can just start with clearing, just having the bowl here a couple times, just really kind of clearing the energy, clearing the space. I like to do that. The other thing you can do is use essential oils. So frankincense is a really good one because it is actually the oil of truth. And so you can put it on your heart and your throat chakra both. Just do a little dab, maybe some quick carrier oil if you want, and you can just put it on your throat. Another really great one is spearmint and peppermint. Those are fantastic to open up your throat, open up your airways, okay? And then you can use crystals. So like sodalite right here, you can use, this is the first crystal I ever used to speak light language. It's a blue aqua aura quartz. And I was working with Lemurian energies heavily at that time. So this is one of those that I just held on to, set the intention, and just started saying words, making noises, right? And so yeah, those are some things you can do. And one more thing that I'm just going to share with you guys real quick that you can do is actually on your physical body. So if you find your clavicle, that bone that runs from shoulder to rib, right? So we have a lot of meridian points, and our lung point kind of, so if you have it, you go out, I don't know, about a hand's width from your sternum, and you're going to feel this little like indent, right? This is actually one of your lung meridians points. Okay, so what you can do is just kind of massage that area. It's actually great too, because you can get into the armpit and do a lymph node massage too. But what we're doing with the intention of pressing on these points is to actually open up our lung capacity. And if we think about everything is breath, our whole life is breath. And so it also helps you to open up your channel. Okay, so just a little thing that you can do, just pressing in it, just rubbing it a little bit here. You can use essential oils, you can use crystals to do it too, kind of give yourself a little massage there, and that will help to open up your channel. Anytime you're in a funk, press on it and just keep on trying, and it really does, it can open up those channels. Okay, so how are you guys feeling so far? Feeling good? Any questions? You ready? You're ready to go. I can feel you. You're all ready. I love it. Okay, so we're going to start with some breath work. And again, remember, we are all here in a learning environment, so let's just have fun with it. You guys are muted, so you don't have to worry about anybody hearing you. So first thing that I want to start with is actually clearing our right and left hemisphere of the brain. This also balances our masculine and feminine energies. So it's alternate nostril breathing, right? So you basically will close one nostril, and so I'll show you. So you're gonna close one nostril, you're gonna inhale, you close that, and then you exhale, and then you inhale, and then you exhale. Okay, it looks kind of funny. I always think about making a rainbow. Okay, so, and I'll do it this way. So inhale one nostril, close it off, exhale, inhale, close it off, exhale, And just do a couple more rounds like that. And as you're doing that, like I said, you're balancing the left, right side of the brain. You're balancing the left and right. You're balancing masculine, feminine within you. Good. Go ahead and do one more inhale, exhale with that one. Just taking a moment, feeling that energy shift. Good. And you can do that anywhere, you know, up to 3-5 minutes, whatever feels good for you, and just really absorb all those beautiful benefits of that. The next breath that I like to do is think about up and down, right? So what we're going to do is balance our soul star chakra and our earth star chakra. Our soul star chakra is above the crown. Sorry, you can't see me. It's above the crown, and then our earth star is below our feet. So what I like to do is the pillar of light. So as you take an inhale, I want you to imagine that you're pulling your energy from your own earth star chakra. You're going to pull it up your body as you inhale, right? And when you get to that top, then you're going to exhale from pulling from your soul star all the way down through your channel. Okay. Again, at the feet, below the feet, you're going to inhale, you're going to pull from the earth star, swirling around your heart. You're going to go all the way up to that soul star. And then exhale, pulling from your own soul star around your heart, all the way back down. And just closing your eyes and continue with this breath. A couple more rounds. And this is clearing your central channel. This is also giving you access to information from the past, from the DNA. This is giving you information from your soul on multiple levels, multiple dimensions. So just really focus on the clearing and the cleansing with that breath, running it up the body and down the body. Good. Do one more like that. Inhale up, exhale down. And as you exhale down, I want you to imagine that you are grounding your energy all the way down to the crystalline core of the earth. So if you're new to grounding, just imagine, sense, or know, pretend if you need to, that you have these beautiful cords coming off your base of the chakra, base chakra, going down into the earth. And you're wrapping those beautiful cords around Gaia, around her heart center. Soroaya Karialania Sonochiasi, Sono Koreasi Alamoya, Karialania Sonochiasi, Aria Korea Salana, Aya Koreasi Chia, Sono Apio Kochia Moya Lana, Sonochiasa. So guides and angels are already among us as I have opened up sacred space before the call. And I just feel a lot of excitement for this journey ahead. So what I want to work on now, and kind of stay within this meditative state if you're able. If not, it's okay to kind of move in and out of this. I'll be talking some, and we're going to be journeying as well. So what we're going to do here is I want you to, again, sense or perceive this heart chakra of the earth, of beautiful Mother Earth. And maybe you see it as a crystal or a tree, or maybe it just looks like light. And I want you to go ahead and walk a little bit closer to the beautiful heart center of the planet. Feeling, sensing, knowing that there's energy swirling all around you. Starting at your feet, and it's working its way all the way around your body, all the way up, up, up to the top of the head. And then I want you to go ahead and place your hands on this beautiful heart center of the planet. And from here, we call upon the archangels, the ascended masters, the spiritual guides, teachers, and healers. We call upon divine beings of light, as well as the ancestors who have transcended. We call upon all the beautiful beings who are in alignment with the highest frequency of divine love and divine wisdom. We call upon you with unconditional love and light and for the greatest good of all beings. And if you have any personal guides that you like to work with, go ahead and invite them into your space now, asking for healing, information, protection, and love as we journey together today. Ask for opening of the heart and the throat channel so you may express your truth, express your voice, express the information that wants to be shared from the earth and from the stars today, in whatever way, whatever capacity that looks like for you in this moment. And as you have your hands on this beautiful heart center, I want you to maybe feel or sense within your body a vibration, a sensation that's starting at your feet. Now, I want you to imagine with the sensation at your feet that it's like all of a sudden you're in your most favorite spot on earth. Maybe it's a forest or the ocean. Maybe it's your favorite cabin, the mountains, whatever it is, wherever that most favorite spot is. I want you to imagine that you're there now, still connected to the earth, still connected to the heart, the sacred heart of Gaia. And now I want you to feel that rumbling of the feet. See if you can tune in to the frequency of this space. You might feel a low vibration in your root chakra. You might feel or sense something moving in the womb space or the heart. I want you to tune into the body as you're in this place that you love so much, and those feelings of love and peace and tranquility are coming to you. Allow those loving feelings to bring sensations into your body. And as you feel that, then I want you to start to see if you can bring it up through your heart and out your voice. So this might be a low pitch, a hum. Maybe it's a certain song that you hear. Maybe it's an ancestral song, an ancient lineage. Maybe it's just a random noise or a yawn or a cough. Feel it rising through your body, this pure love and joy. This energy that's emanating out of the heart of Gaia, and it's coming into you now. Allow it to rise up, and in your own time, express it. Maybe that starts with just moving side to side. Allow that to come forward in whatever way, shape, or form. You're going to hear a sacred tone of the earth. Allow the sacred heart to work through you. Feel the power rising through. Move your body, write it out, draw anything that's coming forward. Feel that beautiful vibration moving through you. Maybe you need to place your hands on your body somewhere, your heart, your throat, the back of your neck, whatever it is, your ears. Allow yourself to make noise. Allow yourself to express what is in your heart of hearts. Sono korea sia sia no apoya karea sanoaya. Alo no korea si sonochia salana karealania sonoaya. Arioso pati simia lano korea su rukia sala. God, taking another moment here and feeling that beautiful expression, that vibration, that frequency of pure love and bliss moving through you. And you're in your sacred spot. You're in that most favorite place on the earth. And in front of you, you see a guide glowing with the most vibrant colors of light all around their aura. Golds, yellows, blues, whatever color that you see here. This beautiful energy that I'm pulling in now is Palladian energy. This is from a constellation in the stars, also known as the Seven Sisters. And with this energy, you may sense or know or remember. And they're holding out their hands to you, and it's like a sacred shape, or maybe it's a gift. They're offering this gift to you now. Just make note of what this gift feels like or sounds like. And if you're not sure what this means, go ahead and ask this beautiful Palladian guide what this message is, what this gift is, and how you can best use it on your journey. And now this beautiful Palladian guide is handing each of you a key. This is your own soul key. This is your key to unlock your memories, to unlock your soul essence. Take this key, and what they're showing me is that you're going to place it in your throat somewhere, in your shot, in the front, maybe in the back. But this key, as it enters into the throat, there are these light codes. There's this energy that's just emanating out of the throat chakra. It's opening up your throat chakra. If you need to, you might need to open your mouth and make some noise, allow it to move, allow it to shift. Maybe lion's breath, stick the tongue out. Breathe. As they're helping and placing this beautiful energy within the throat. It's your own energy, it's your own memories, it's your own power. Allow it to open. And from the throat, this energy is now moving down your channel that goes right into your heart. Oftentimes this channel is blocked, or it's been from patterns and old paradigms and old traumas from this life and past lives, where we weren't able to speak, where we had to hide our truth, we had to hide our magic, where we were ridiculed or hurt or abandoned for speaking our truth. And we say now that all and any vows or contracts in this lifetime or any lifetime through all dimensions in relation to hiding your voice out of shame or fear or guilt, we ask that these be cleared now for the betterment of all beings everywhere. Allow any memories, any sensations, anything that needs to come up, allow it to come through now as we're releasing this from you. You're releasing this from you. Letting it go, letting it flow. Good. And now we're traveling down into that beautiful heart space. I want you to connect in with your heart. Again, any doubt that you have in yourself for sharing your gifts, for speaking openly from the heart in relationships, with your family, with your loved ones, with your friends, with your community. I can feel how many on this call also have the calling to share. They have the calling deep within. You guys, we have this calling deep within us to stand up, to be the way showers, to be the leaders, to be the guides, to be the healers for the next generation. We are literally here to shift. But in order to do that, we have to trust ourselves. We have to recognize when we have the doubt, the judgment, the pain from the past. When we're still gripping onto that, we have to acknowledge it. Allow yourself to feel it. Any pain in your heart from speaking your truth or from sharing your love openly. Feel that. Feel that pain. Feel the fear. And then allow it to dissolve. Allow it to melt away. Allow it to melt down your whole body and give it to the earth. May she recycle it for the best and greatest good, because you are here also for her evolution, for the mother, the great mother. You are here to share her stories, her gifts, as we are all one. We are all one. So release what you need to release. Let it go. Let it flow. Bringing your awareness back to the heart. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more expansion. Maybe you are still feeling some heaviness there's more layers maybe that need to be released. That's okay. We're on a journey. It's not about the destination, right? We're on a journey of awareness to expand our consciousness. So being aware of where energy sits, letting it melt, and coming back into self-love, self-trust, knowing that you're worthy to share, you're worthy to stand up, you're worthy to be the radical change makers. You're ready to lead with compassion. You're ready to stand in that warrior, that warrioress kind of energy. And you can do it in your way, in your own unique way. We need you. We need you now more than ever before. So I want you to feel that within your soul. Feel your energy within your body. And this beautiful Palladian guide is now placing hand on heart and hand on throat. And there's this wonderful, beautiful blue, indigo blue kind of light. It's almost like a mix between the throat chakra and third eye. It's like this beautiful cobalt blue entering into the heart and throat, activating, opening up this channel way for you and your journey to soul expression. Aria sono koreasi sinu aya la moya kariasi tia sono ala nia koreasi tia sono ala. And now to the side of this beautiful Palladian is another being, this beautiful goddess. To me, she appears as Hathor with the solar disk on her head, wearing all gold. She's emanating this power, this energy of bliss, of love, of sacred unity. She is the goddess of song and dance. She's the goddess of rebuilding empires from love. She is here to support you in building your life of your dreams and building it with joy and ecstasy and bliss. And when we align with those frequencies, we allow our channel to open and we allow more light in. So we may clear the ley lines as we walk. So we may walk into a room and not have to do anything. Our energy just shifts everything because we have anchored in our divinity. Because you remember that you're sovereign. She is here and she has a gift for you. She's holding out her hands now, and just go ahead and receive this gift from the goddess Hathor. It might come in a different, maybe it's a sound or an image. Maybe it's an actual gift. Make note of what that is. And she has the sacred sistrum, which is an ancient sound tool, an instrument. And you can hear the rattle. You can feel the rattle within you. And she's inviting you to open your mouth and to start expressing. Again, if it's not coming in language, maybe you want to draw, maybe you just want to write what you're experiencing down. Maybe it's words, maybe it's symbols. Try not to decipher it right now, just allow it to flow. Allow the energy to move through you in whatever way it needs to move through you. Continue. Ariaso mochiasi. Alano koriasi moya kariala mia sono aya kariasi chuasa. Sola moya kariasi tia sono ala mia kariasi. All of you here have had this within your soul for lifetimes. I see the stars lighting up. I see the energies, the codes streaming down into all of your crown chakras at the perfect pace. This energy is coming down from above, and it's coming from that sacred heart of the Divine Mother up through the feet, and it's meeting at your heart, and it's channeling its way up the throat, out the mouth, out through your drawings, through your writings, through your words, through your art, whatever it is. Maybe you need to move, allow it to flow. I'm feeling the Syrian energies with us. I'm feeling the Palladian energies with us. I'm feeling the Arcturian energy is with us. The stars are supporting us. They are our ancestors. Our souls move beyond just Earth, beyond just one star system. We have many stars within our being as we are all one. The ancestors of the stars, the ancestors of the earth, the ancestors of the land. Invite them in, unconditional love. And as you continue to journey on your path, think about calling that frequency in. Setting the intention of today, I choose to open my channel to work with the highest frequency of divine love. And maybe saying, can I connect with Sirius energy? I'd like to connect with Palladian energy. I'd like to connect with the Earth's energy. Set the intention of how you want to tune your antenna. It's like a radio, and you're dialing in. So through your path, you can learn to dial in. Aria sono korea lamia sono aya karia sono alaya korea lamoya. Nochia salamoya kitia sana alamoya kitiaso. Salamoya lanikaria sanaya no alania sono aya kadiasa. And they all thank you for hearing the call, for being curious. You all are ready. You're ready for the next step. You're ready to walk through this 1111 portal, knowing your soul truth, knowing you carry that divine wisdom and divine love within you, and you can share it with the world in your unique way. You are ready. Let go of the doubt. Give it to the earth. Stand in your power. It's time to share it with the world. Thanking Hathor and the Palladian guide that came with us today and journeyed with us. Honoring yourself, honoring your soul, honoring the earth, the stars, honoring each other. I want you to imagine that you're back at the heart center of Gaia. And she wraps you in love like a warm blanket. She whispers in your ear. And slowly, she presses your energy back up through the layers of soil. Your energy, all of your energy, your power, your energy alone is coming back up past the bedrock, past the gravel, the mud, the clay. Your energy is coming up, up, past the roots of the trees to the top layer of soil where your body meets the earth. Now pull your power, Pull your energy back from the earth, up your feet, your legs, your hips, your belly, into your heart. Become aware of the room that you're in. Wiggle the toes and fingers. And then I want you to repeat 3 times after me. My energy is fully restored. My energy is fully restored. My energy is fully restored. Take a moment. Write anything out that you need to write out, anything that popped up in your mind, any messages, any gifts. Get a drink of water. Stretch out if you need to. All right. I'm going to stop recording this because I'm going to share this out, but I want us to have conversations, okay? So I'll stop recording and then we're going to have some share time.